All right, welcome back to the book reviews. If you've watched these before, you kind of have an idea of what to expect with these. For everyone else, I like to go ahead and just every single one I'll let you know so that everybody's on the same page, pun intended. Uh, so with the book reviews, I like to go ahead and do something a little bit different. It's not just the content. I actually like to go into how the book makes me feel, if it's a page turner, uh, if the content was gripping enough, the artwork, the panels look good, and especially if it's a physical copy that I've got as opposed to a digital, the feel of it, does the weight feel okay? The covers, nice and thick the way they're supposed to be, and the pages, not incredibly flimsy. Uh, Things like that I'm looking for. So that being said, that's how I go through here and do this. I did kind of touch on the fact that it's going to be either physical or digital. I can use either one going through these. I'm very easygoing whenever it comes to that. There's a lot of them that I have just because personal collection that I've gotten physical copies of. I wish I could support every single person that's out there physically on their stuff, but I just can't. So I try to do digitally as much as can. But if you have something that you want to have reviewed, simply reach out to me and we will definitely work something out so we can get a review done of your work up here too. Now, that being said, this particular review is going to be a little more nostalgic for me uh, in that just kind of give you a little bit of background on this. The gentleman who created this, I said gentleman, he's going to laugh so hard. So does everyone else that knows him. Luis Torres, great guy. I'm messing with him, and he knows because everybody messes with everybody in that reign of people. Anyway, when I first started getting into the comic industry, as far as really reaching out and starting to look into further things that were out there besides just the big two and looking into the indies portion of things. Luis Torres was one of them who I had chatted with on a regular basis. And he gave me my first peek behind the curtain to see what was going on. And I've been here since. If it wasn't for him, I'd never have started doing videos. I never would have started doing shows, hosting. None of that would have started. So that being said, it is my honor to go ahead and do a review on his book series, which is Lili the Demoness. Now, also the reason that I am doing this as well is because he is 5 issues deep right now. I have to pause for a second because I use the word deep with his series, and that's going to get me all kinds of cackling over there in the comments. Uh, he is going to have issue number 6. Will be launching very soon. So hopefully you'll be able to watch this, get an idea of what's going on, get an idea of how good of a guy Luis is, and make your choices from there on what you're going to get. Like I said, I can show some of these, not all. So issue 1, 2, and I'm moving them kind of fast because I don't want anybody to pop me for anything. There's 3. There's 4. Nope. There's 4. Nope. Can't show 4. Yeah. 4 with a beast. If you know, you know. And then 5. So, as you can see, amazing artwork just to kind of reel you in. So how is the book itself? Because I'm going to go ahead and bust a myth right here. But if you actually open these things up past the covers, there's pages inside with story. I know, scared me to death as well, but it took me a few years and I'm finally over it. But that being said, Luis has got some really good storyline going in here. Number one, going back to the older issues, you can definitely tell where on issues 4 and 5, the quality of the paper of the covers and stuff changed a little bit. Not drastically, changed a little bit in the positive. So you can definitely feel that there's some evolution to the brand on there, which is what we definitely want to see. So that being said, interior. I don't even know where to start. Most everybody that knows me or has watched some of these before knows one of my biggest pet peeves is whenever panels are done standard format, you know, either 6 blocks or 9 blocks. Every once in a while, throw a splash page in there and you're done. This one is done all over the place. You got some horizontals in there. You've got some verticals. You got some, you know, that go slashing off to the side. You got some that actually bleed a little bit. Uh, full full splash pages. I mean, it's got everything. So why wouldn't you want to go ahead and delve into it deeper, find out what's going on? Well, let me tell you. Dialogue. Dialogue is a little difficult in this series simply because you're dealing with so many races of beings. Humans, one thing, okay, fine. Witches, necromancers, demons, devils, angels. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. But you also not only see, whenever I talk about like devils, demons, stuff like that, you think that's the only bad that's in this book. It shows you that in humans, we got a bad side too, and shows you what's going on with that. Lilli, the demoness, the main character, she makes sure that, well, she's not a hero. Let's put it that way. I don't want to, you know, put that out of context by any means. And I'm not going to throw a whole bunch of spoilers out there by any means on this. But she befriends a woman on there that basically gets her in a time of need, time of Lilli's need, actually, whenever she is, for lack of better terms, thrown back to Earth out of hell. And they befriend one another after a little bit of friction. Well, I mean, you figure you got demoness and you're trying to figure out how to hold her in there. Just so happens that the girl that got her is also very fluent in the art of witchcraft and sorcery. I swear I have not been drinking anything but coffee. So it just plays off of there. A lot of storyline, a lot of movement on here. Dialogue on point. Lettering, cannot even begin to tell you how clear and how crisp that is. So it's there. Interior art. Yeah. Yes. So much yes. I mean, variant covers is pretty much what I've been showing you. There's a couple of the standards, but for the most part, variants. But the interiors, nothing lets off of what you see on the outside whenever you start going through the inside. I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely gorgeous. The interior pages feel great. It is a definite page turner. Cannot wait for 6. Lewis cannot wait for 6. Cannot wait for 6. Throwing that out there. So 1 through 5, Lili the Demoness is available right now. Do I have any negatives on this series or anything on here? No negatives, but I do want to throw a PSA out there that 1 through 3 are a little risque at times. 4, 5, and 6 will be the same way as well. The risque is not the word. They are straight up NSFW. Not safe for work, in case you didn't know what that means. Does it take away from the story? No. And I say that knowing, because I've read the whole thing, I've read through it and all. Is it distracting? To a degree, but not really. It's strange how it is. It's set up so well in there that the story is so fluid that even though you're seeing a lot of stuff going on, it doesn't throw you off to where you're like, I can't finish the story now because I'm stuck in pause mode. It doesn't happen that way. And I'm not explaining it correctly, but then again, I'm trying to stay within certain parameters, if you know what I mean. Skynet, Skynet. So, that being said, Lili the Demoness, issues 1 through 5, available now. Luis Torres is the one that's doing those. If you haven't gotten those yet, that crowdfunding is going to be coming up on Kickstarter probably within the next month. He likes to try to do it during Halloween season. I love it. And if you haven't gotten caught up, there's going to be a way to do that. But reach out to him. talk to him, see what he's got going on. If you want to know anything more from me on this, definitely reach out, because I am more than happy to. Again, like I said, Lewis, this is to you. Love you, brother. Thank you for letting me into this industry. Thank you for allowing me to peek behind the curtain, introducing me to some people, and getting some things going. I cannot stress how thankful I really am. You helped create this right here, the DemoNation. So that being said, that is the book review for today. Thank you very much for being here. If you have something you want reviewed, all you got to do is let me know. Let me know in the comments. Send me a message. There are ways to contact me in the feeds as well. We'll get it done. So until then, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the library because I enjoy reading so much, and I will see you next time.